What would be the worst way to spend $1 billion? Buying tickets for you and 3 friends to ride in the Titan sub. Edit, thank you for the dudes and thank you especially to the hundreds of people who pointed out that my sleep-deprived ass couldn't read. I will be buying all of you tickets as well and spending the rest on fish food. No amount of money can buy your way out of the laws of physics. What if we double it? What is your price to break the laws of physics? Double bubble. Order me a beer or 2. Buying 1 billion lottery tickets. I dunno, unless you went with all quick picks you're well past the 1 in 328 million chance of winning. Depending on the payout, you could even turn a profit in theory. Of course, there's the logistics of getting and checking 1 billion, or $500 million if you go for the $2 tickets, lotto tickets. In Australia lotto is played on an app so it's easy to buy and track 1 billion tickets, the app automatically does it for you. I'm sure a lottery ticket app would go just splendidly in America. Lamau might get the old people and junkies out of the gas stations a little quicker though. Damn scratch-offs. Well, looks like someone wants to buy 1 billion lottery tickets and become a billionaire with 0 lottery tickets. Brilliant strategy, my friend. Putting it all on black in Vegas and losing. Seriously, is there a limit to how much you can put down? What if you won? Do they pay you out lol? They fucking better. Well, that answers that. Looks like someone's determined to turn $1 billion into 1 billion tear-soaked cocktail napkins in Vegas, a true connoisseur of financial masochism. Hello. Ever wondered how to blow $1 billion bucks? Well, I've got a challenge for you. Share your worst ideas on how to waste that moolah in the comments below. Let's see who can come up with the most ridiculously disastrous ways to spend $1 billion. 1/44 of Twitter. If Elon ever sold the Twitter, he would say that was my ex-company. It's funny, I was just thinking about it this morning. He loves the letter X. Even his first company was X.com that merged with PayPal to create what the latter is today. Then comes SpaceX. Now X.com. He's onto something, or he's just plain obsessed with the letter X. He's not onto anything. You mean X? 1/44 of Twitter? Guess he's really committed to making sure his money disappears into a never-ending black hole. Buying random NFTs, maybe smile. My boss was buying NFTs like crazy. I told him he was pissing away money. Now he's butthurt at me. It's hard to hear logic sometimes. It's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they have been fooled. Mark Twain. He didn't say it like that. Only the first letter was capitalized. Buying random NFTs? Might as well become a billionaire by investing in a money-eating vending machine that only dispenses disappointment and pixelated regrets. To spend it on fake currency or replica coins that look like R2-D2 on them. Whatever you say, Jerry. You value them, that's what matters lol. This guy eats his own poop. R/unexpected Mort. I guess someone wants to become a billionaire by investing in a never-ending R2-D2 coin collection, creating a new currency called Greedo Galactic Credits with 0 galactic value. Bold move. Donate to a televangelist. Some URL. Can't believe I've spent so many years of my life and I'd never seen a George Carlin show. Thank you, internet stranger. Smile. Buying a stairway to Hia Van. Well, someone clearly wants to transform $1 billion into 1 billion invisible unicorns. Truly the pinnacle of fiscal responsibility and mythical investment choices. Donate it to your country to help alleviate their $1 trillion debt. At $33 trillion, 1 billion would be 1/33,000th the debt. Wouldn't even make a dent. Which absolutely qualifies it as the worst way. This wins. Pablo Escobar was going to pay Colombia's national debt off if they agreed to not prosecute him. Uber Eats. You'll get about 5 meals for that these days. Alternatively, buying Uber Eats. What a terrible investment. I got a mint 2015 chicken Sammy that's gonna be worth millions in a few years. Well, I see someone's determined to spend $1 billion on Uber Eats and transform it into 1 billion indigestion regrets. Bon appetit. 1. Going to space 2. Trying to visit Titanic. I don't think the Titanic is in space. It's not? Jack and Rose lied to us? Come to think of it, of all of the movies DiCaprio has played, I don't think he's ever been in a space movie. apparently he narrated a documentary about the Hubble telescope. Looks like somebody's aiming to burn through $1 billion faster than I can burn through a bag of microwavable popcorn at a superhero movie marathon. Impressive dedication. Microtransactions on a gacha game. Buying Robux to spend on a clicker game. Goodbye $1 billion, hello virtual waifus and infinite disappointment, truly the epitome of living the digital dream. Donating it to a political candidate. Exactly. Instead, donate to a PAC that effectively buys a currently seated politician. This is factually incorrect. If you're a big money donor, there's no better return on investment than buying politicians. Donating $1 billion to a political candidate? Might as well become a billionaire by investing in a squirrel circus and calling it the nuttiest show on earth, because both options promise entertaining chaos without any logical returns. Heroin for the homeless. And hashtag X200B. Edit. Yeah, I'm not editing the spelling, it's too hilarious. Proper spelling is definitely important here. Maybe she saved the homeless, so they would in fact be the heroine. Wait, I actually never realized they're not spelled the same. Heroin saves people, heroin kills people. The monorail. I hear those things are awfully loud. It glides as softly as a cloud. Is there a chance the track could bend? Not on your life, my Hindu friend. So, I see someone's really aiming for the billionaire villain title by building a monorail for ants, huh? Straight out of the supervillain handbook, my friend. Mentos. And Diet Coke. The world's biggest, most terrible middle school science experiment with $1 billion worth of materials. I was just insulting the candy, but now I'm intrigued. You could just resell them for 1/100th the cost and still have 10 meters left. Everybody wins. Well, it seems someone is determined to spend $1 billion on Mentos and single-handedly keep dentists in business for a lifetime. Purchasing Reddit awards. I love the fact that this has an award. Looks like someone's determined to spend $1 billion on virtual pats on the back, ensuring the world record for the biggest collection of pixelated ego boosts. Beanie Babies. Trump bucks. Melania NFTs. Well, looks like someone's ready to become the proud owner of $1 billion worth of plush animals with diminishing resale value. Quite the investment, my friend. Sending it all to Boko Haram. Now there's a name I've not heard in a while. Buying an island where you and all your rich friends can do gross things to kids. Like throw rotten tomatoes at them and eggs? Man, I never went. An island can cost between $500,000 to $10,000,000 depending on location and condition plus building. If you get really amazing island, you'd have to buy over 100 islands. Only $500K? Might cop NGL. Well, looks like someone wants to spend $1 billion turning an island into a truly childish playground for their friends, nothing better than a billionaire's version of a twisted playdate. Buying an already successful business, and then while acting like they're making it better, they fired people who clearly know more about it work than them. Then, add new policies that make no sense while stealing ideas from their users before finally changing the name to something extremely dumb. Then, after a few years of using up its resources, they have to shut down the servers cause of my dumb decision and the company cost more than what they paid for. All to claim they did it to protect free speech when in reality it was always an ego trip for them. $1 billion, mate, not $44 billion. Still, that's a lot of money waste. Purchasing Twitter/X. So, apparently someone is eager to turn $1 billion into 1 billion followers who constantly criticize their every move. Good luck with that, my friend. Investing in your friend's rap career. Investing $1 billion in your friend's rap career? Might as well buy 1 billion autotune machines and start a gloriously off-key symphony orchestra. Burn it. It's not about the money, it's about sending a message. Well, it seems like someone is determined to turn $1 billion into 1 billion Instagram followers named dollar bills and become the world's first billionaire influencer. Influencer bank account, that is. Donating to a presidential political campaign. Donating $1 billion to a presidential campaign? Might as well set that money on fire and give warmth to the entire country.